Welcome, everyone. Today, we're exploring something, well, fundamental. It's this idea of our inner energy, often unseen, but you feel it, don't you?
Mm-hmm. It's like the atmosphere within us. Or perhaps like a still pond.
A pond, I like that.
Yes, when the water's calm, undisturbed, the reflection is crystal clear. You see the sky, the trees, everything just as it is.
But if you stir up the mud,
Exactly. Or if leaves and debris fall in, the clarity vanishes, it becomes murky.
and that inner pond, our energy field, it reflects everything, doesn't it? Our thoughts, feelings, actions, even what we intend.
It does. When it's clear, there's often a sense of ease. Things seem to flow. Life feels harmonious.
But when it's clouded, well, we all know that feeling, right?
Yeah.
Things feel harder, stuck, like you're pushing uphill.
Yes, that heaviness. It's fascinating how different wisdom traditions speak to this. Take the concept of karma, for instance.
Right, karma. Not just about punishment or reward, is it?
No, not in that simplistic way. More like an echo, the resonance of our being. Every single thought, every word, every action, it sends out a vibration.
A ripple.
Precisely, a ripple across that pond. And those ripples, they subtly shape the reality we perceive and experience.
And it's more than just a philosophical idea, isn't it? Think about stress or chronic anger, fear. These aren't just feelings floating around. They have real physical consequences in our bodies.
Absolutely. They trigger chemical responses, they change our brain chemistry, weaken our immune system over time. They act in a very tangible way, like pollutants stirring up the mud in that pond.
You know, it makes me think of how sometimes you spend time with someone who's really negative or complaining constantly, and afterwards you just feel drained,
Yeah.
completely depleted.
It's as if their clouded energy, their inner disturbance has somehow splashed onto you, disturbed your own surface.
Yeah. And when our own inner space is congested like that, it can make it harder to manifest the things we want, can't it? Like that cloudy water obscuring the view.
It can create a kind of resistance, yes, making it difficult for our dreams and aspirations to take root and flourish.
But, and this is the crucial part, there's hope, right?
Always. Just like a real pond can be cleaned, dredged, allowed to settle, our inner energy can also be purified.
And where did that start?
It starts with something very simple, yet profound. Noticing. Awareness.
Mindfulness.
Yes, mindfulness. Simply paying attention to the currents within us. It's like taking the time to really look at the pond and see what's actually there. The clarity, the murkiness, the debris, without immediate judgment.
And when you start noticing, you begin to see the sources of the pollution.
Exactly. What are those recurring thoughts that pull you down? What are the old grudges or fears that keep surfacing? Are there habits, maybe ones we don't even fully recognize, that are clouding our inner space instead of serving us?
Gently bringing awareness to them.
That's the first step towards letting them go, towards clearing the water.
It reminds me of a simple story. I think it was about a monk watching children by a river.
Ah, perhaps. Tell me.
Well, the children were just, tossing small pebbles into the flowing water. Nothing malicious.
Creating ripples.
Yes. And the observer, instead of scolding, just quietly pointed out, see, even these tiny actions change the surface of the water, disturb its flow for a moment.
A beautiful illustration. Our minds, our inner state, are like that river, constantly affected by the little things we allow in, or the little disturbances we create ourselves. A harsh judgment, a fleeting fear. Each one makes its own ripple.
And that inner state, it's not isolated, is it? It's how we see the world.
It's the lens, yes. The lens through which we perceive everything. And in a way, it's also how the world perceives us or interacts with us. A calm, clear inner state allows for clearer perception, more aligned decisions.
And maybe navigating challenges more gracefully.
Indeed, like flowing water finding its way around obstacles rather than crashing against them.
So maybe this is a good moment for anyone listening. Just to pause. Gently ask yourself, what does my inner pond look like right now? Is it clear, reflecting light?
Or is it a bit cloudy, perhaps obscuring the path ahead?
Yeah, and whatever you find, just know, change is always possible, that clarity can be restored.
It's an unfolding process, isn't it? Like tending to this inner space over time. We touched on practices like mindfulness meditation.
Right, that helps the sediment settle, doesn't it? Brings clarity.
It allows things to settle naturally, yes. And cultivating gratitude. That's like letting sunlight fall in the water. It brings warmth, highlights the beauty already there.
And what about our surroundings? You mentioned clearing physical space.
Ah, yes. It's quite remarkable, isn't it, how clearing clutter externally seems to create a feeling of spaciousness internally. Less visual noise, perhaps less mental noise too.
It makes sense. And then there's actively letting go of negative thoughts. How does that work?
Practices like loving kindness meditation can be very helpful here. It's like gently, compassionately skimming the pollutants, the resentments, the self-criticism from the surface of the water. Not fighting them, but gently removing them.
And movement, you mentioned movement.
Yes, physical movement is vital. Whether it's structured like yoga or simply walking in nature, dancing, it circulates the energy, prevents stagnation. Like a gentle breeze rippling across the pond, keeping it fresh.
And finally, acts of kindness.
Acts of kindness. These are like adding fresh, clean water to the pond. They benefit not only the recipient, but ripple back, cleansing and uplifting our own energy.
So it's not really a one-time cleanup job, is it?
Not at all. It's more like tending a garden. It requires ongoing care, attention, nurturing, pulling the weeds, watering the plants, enriching the soil consistently.
And the amazing thing is, the effects aren't just personal, are they? When our own pond is clear, it affects things beyond us.
Absolutely. Our purified inner state begins to influence the wider environment. This touches upon a deep understanding found in many traditions, the interconnectedness of all things.
Dependent origination in Buddhist thought.
Precisely, pratityasamutpada, the idea that nothing exists in isolation. Our energy, our state of being, doesn't just stop at our skin, it radiates outward.
Like ripples expanding across the entire lake.
Yes. Subtly influencing the people we meet, the situations we encounter. Even modern physics hints at this, with ideas about how observation and intention might influence reality at a quantum level.
It's fascinating. So clear energy resonates differently.
It seems to resonate at a higher, clearer frequency, and like attracts like, doesn't it? That clarity tends to draw in or amplify similar energies.
Like a tuning fork.
Or like a single candle flame. In a dark room, its light doesn't diminish when it lights another candle, it simply spreads the light. Our purified energy can quietly inspire calm, clarity, or well-being in those around us without us even trying.
That reminds me of the story you shared about Maya. She was really struggling, wasn't she?
Yes, deeply. A sense of despair, internal darkness. But she consciously began to work with these practices. Quiet reflection, journaling, letting go of old hurts, spending time in nature.
And what happened?
A profound shift. Not overnight, but steadily. She felt more peace internally, lighter. And then, external things started to change too. New opportunities arose, relationships felt more harmonious, people commented on how she seemed, radiant.
Wow, so the inner shift created the space for the outer changes.
That's often how it works. By tending to her inner world, clearing the pollution, she shifted her energetic signature, if you will, and that created an opening for positive experiences to flow in. The universe, perhaps, responds to that inner clarity.
And science is catching up too, right? Neuroscience?
Indeed. We now know about neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. Practices like meditation literally change brain structure and function over time. They strengthen pathways associated with calm, focus, empathy.
And mirror neurons.
Yes. We naturally tend to mirror the emotions and states of those around us. So when we cultivate peace within ourselves, we are, in a very real neurological sense, offering that possibility to others.
And the heart's energy field.
The heart generates a powerful electromagnetic field, much larger than the brain's. Research suggests this field carries emotional information and influences not only our own well-being, but potentially those around us too. Heart coherence, a state of inner balance, radiates outwards.
So for listeners wanting to cultivate this, what are the key takeaways, the practical steps?
It truly begins with awareness, cultivating that gentle noticing of your inner state, thoughts, feelings, body sensations, without judgment. Just being present with what is.
Grounding seems important too.
Very much so. Simple things, feeling your feet on the earth, paying attention to your breath, connecting with nature. These anchor us in the present moment, preventing our energy from scattering.
And boundaries, protecting that inner space.
Essential. Learning to gently say no, to limit exposure to negativity that consistently drains you. It's not about shutting the world out, but about protecting the clarity of your own pond.
And sharing your light. Acts of kindness again.
Yes. Kindness generates such positive energy. It uplifts you and the world. And finally, commitment. Seeing these practices not as chores, but as acts of self-care, of tending your precious inner garden.
It leads to this powerful realization, doesn't it? That we're not just passively reacting to life.
Not at all. You are an active participant, a co-creator of your reality, your energy field. That inner pond is the very canvas upon which your life unfolds.
It connects to that bigger idea, bodhisattva, the awakened mind, wanting well-being for everyone.
Beautifully put. Purifying our own energy isn't merely selfish. It embodies that spirit. By clearing our own pond, we contribute to the clarity of the collective water, contributing in our own small way to a collective awakening.
So the final thought for everyone listening
Is perhaps simply this. Every breath you take, every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take, it shapes the fabric of reality within and without. Choose wisely, choose awareness, choose kindness, choose love, choose light.